Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into the microphone. Why? Just because I can, and I continue with Sanitarium blind. Now I'm here in this Aztec maze, so let's see what the game is prepared for me. I imagine those purple bolts of lightning are probably not conducive to my health. Okay, I can't cross this because the wooden path has fallen. Not quite sure how the wood supports the weight of Olmec, who's by all accounts made out of stone, I think. So it's a little bit weird, but I guess this whole game is pretty weird, so it's perhaps not the best thing to be weirded out by in the end. Oh. I'm not quite sure what is it I'm supposed to reach here.
This looks like a release switch.
I guess this probably controls the weights that are blocking some of the paths. Yeah, but this path here is blocked. So frick. Because as I said, it's probably going to take a little bit of time, so I'm probably going to speed it up in editing. Ah, okay, so those stairs actually... I need to go down there, and over here, and then up here, I think. It's all a little bit difficult to notice with this kind of perspective. Yeah. Ah, okay. So again, I'm not really a fan of the design of this maze, because the perspective makes it so that it's very difficult to see where the path actually leads. Like for example here, I was pretty convinced that this staircase actually leads like to the edge of this, and that I couldn't proceed further than to here, but instead it links to the totally separate area with the controls over here. What's that doing? Okay, so maybe it doesn't control the weights after all, but I'm not sure what it does then. Like, I don't see any immediate change with the lightning.
Lead.
Okay, that is a totally wacky perspective. I can't move the camera any further, so he's just walking along the edge of the screen where I can barely even see him.
It is not. Surely there is another way.
I guess I could topple that if I could reach it, but to do it I would need to somehow deactivate this. And to be honest, I'm not sure what I'm doing with those controls. Like, I don't have any solid idea on what that is even doing. I don't see any immediate change with the behavior of the lightning. Okay, that did something. And I should be able to circumvent this lightning to get down here and then over here. Because if I die, yeah, it will bring me back here. It's actually quicker than walking. Okay, so it's one here, then both, then this one. So I think I need to wait after the single one over here. Oh, freak. The controls are a little bit unwieldy. Okay.
These pathways.
Okay, I'm a little bit annoyed at this development because it's clear now that I can't go through here. What items do I have? None actually. So what other way would there be to... There is a
Surely
lever
there is an.
over there. Maybe I need to reconfigure the switches from before. Okay, so it seems that even if I change it, it didn't retract the drawbridge over here, so that's good to know. But I still don't have like a solid idea of what I'm even doing here. Like how to configure it. But that's the same position I was already in, right? Maybe it's actually the only one. Okay, let's leave it at that for now.
Ah, must take care in this old place. The path?
Ah, okay. I can still interact with that. I can maybe topple it over or something. I'm going to kill myself to get back to here. Okay, and this should grant me the access to the lever. Now, what's the pattern of this? Oh, it just goes one by one, I guess. Of course, it wouldn't be so easy. But I don't think I was here before, so that's still some progress. Okay, and it opens the door from before. And this will bring me to the lever.
This lever locks the gate in place.
Okay, that's great. And this should lead me to here. Although... Ah, okay, I can enter. And I guess this is the tomb of Quetzalcoatl, right?
The death mask of Quetzalcoatl.
Yeah. Whoa, that's a dope mask.
Oh, my poor baby. You had an awful fall. I'm so glad you've come home.
Home?
Well, of course, silly. You did want to come home, didn't you?
Yes, I wanted to...
Well, then that's that. Hush now, Max. When you fell down the chimney, you bumped your head, and now you're a little confused, that's all.
My head hurts. I remember hitting it.
That's right, dear. You hit your head on the chimney. Now don't give it another thought. I'll take care of you.
Chimney? No, I hit it... No, I hit it on... in... my car?
No, of course not, dear. You just bumped...
Yes, my car. I was driving and the brakes.
But Max, we've been waiting for you for so long. Don't leave now.
We? Who?
Why, me and little Sarah, of course. Who else would it be, silly?
But that's impossible. Sarah is dead.
Sarah! Max is home.
Max, you're home, you're home. I missed you.
You're alive! My God, Sarah! You're... No! You're dead!
Your tenacity is quite remarkable, you know. Your doctor tells me that you should have died in the car wreck. I wish things could have worked out differently, Max, but they didn't. You leave me little choice, old friend. Did you honestly expect me to sit by while you went public with your cure? No. I've worked much, much too hard to allow that. I guess this is goodbye, Max. I'm truly sorry it had to end like this. Farewell.
Quetzalcoatl murdering an entire village. Morgan trying to kill me. Now I see the connections. None of this is real.
Wow, that's really cool. Like, it's like a combination of all of the worlds that I've visited so far. There is the pumpkins from Janet. There is the circus.
Well, I guess it's true. You can't go home again.
Now, the cutscene itself, obviously it's very dated graphically, but it was still very, like, I found it immensely creepy, the concept of, like, being gaslighted into believing that you're insane when you're really not. But at some point, when everyone, like, when you believe something to be true, but everyone around you is questioning it, then at some point you have to ask yourself if maybe you're wrong. Like, because obviously you think, oh, if so many people believe this, but for me it is false, then maybe the problem is with me. And in this cutscene, it was like very weird and kind of wrong for me how I don't know who that was actually. I don't think that was Max's wife. I guess she also had red hair, but I'm not sure if she looked similar. But she was trying to convince him that his sister is, which I guess in this memory slash dream slash vision was actually their daughter, which is also kind of weird, or actually mightily weird to imagine your own sister as your daughter. But besides the point, she was trying to convince him that she's alive and that she, all the while he remembered her own urn with her own ashes standing on the table or something, and then she also was trying to convince him that he hit his head while falling from the chimney, and he was convinced that he was injured in a car crash. So that is all very trippy and like kind of creepy to me. But also it has been confirmed that something that I've believed for a long time now, that Morgan indeed tried to kill Max. Now it even looked like he hoped that the crash would kill him, but then when Max survived the crash, Morgan tried to like euthanize him. Although I guess euthanize isn't the best word if you're unwilling. He straight up tried to kill him, but what I meant by using that particular way is that he, I think, tried to inject him with something, with like a drug that would kill him, but I guess it didn't, or maybe it did. maybe Max is actually dying currently, and all of this, because you know how the saying goes, when you're in a moment of death, all your life flashes before your eyes, right? Now, I'm not quite sure how true that is. I think I've been only in one situation, well, actually two situations in my life in which I was seriously convinced that... Well, actually it has only been one, because one situation in which I was seriously convinced that I might die, and I guess something similar did happen to me, but it wasn't, I wouldn't say it was my whole life. It was like a rush of thoughts, different ones, because in the second situation, while I was indeed in very real danger, at the moment I didn't realize it because I was very young and I didn't understand the situation correctly. But that's besides the point. So maybe this is actually like a death experience, like a prolonged, like, do you know the movie Jacob's Ladder? In Jacob's Ladder there is a kind of similar situation. Well, at least that's one of the interpretations, because there are many of them, but one of them is that the protagonist is actually dying throughout the whole run of the movie, and all of the things he sees are just the product of his dying brain shutting off, so that's definitely a possibility.
A birdhouse. What is that? It looks like a giant eye. Steam escaping from a hole in the pipe. An Aztec statue. Who am I now? I have to hold on to my real identity. I am Max.
Oh.
Grimwall comic book. Sarah's doll.
So now I have the possibility to switch my forms at will.
Sarah's
I
doll.
can transform to
Grimwall
Sarah,
comic book.
to Grimwall, and to Omelek, the Aztec
Headstone.
warrior.
This one says Chris S. 1 beer too many. A headstone. It says Jonas Brunner. He deserved to die. A tombstone. Chris P. See you in hell. The stone reads Jetta Driscoll. A headstone. Greg C. He made his bed and now he sleeps in it.
So that's the father of Carol, the girl that has killed herself because of the abuse that he made her go through.
What does
in
this
Janet.
headless apparition want from me? What does this...
I guess he will only respond.
Headless apparition want from me? What does this...
Okay, I can't interact with him yet.
This game appears to be a test of strength. Hit the board and ring the bell. A giant clown head. What an eyesore. A wall of impaled pumpkins. Those things will shred my feet if I try to walk on them. The pumpkins appear to light up, but why?
Is it like a Simon Says situation? I think I've got it wrong already.
Nope.
Okay, I think I've got the first two right, judging from... Can I make them repeated?
Pumpkins appear to light up, but why?
Okay. It is wrong.
Ring around the rosy, pocket full of fuzzy. Ring around the rosy, pocket full of fuzzy. Ashes, ashes, we all fall down.
I can't move.
My God, they must have been illusions. Everything is.
And they just
What
straight
is
up
that?
exploded.
It looks like a giant eye.
I
A
Okay, I
human
can't.
skull. What is that?
I can go inside. Yeah, I must say, I'm loving this game. Like, I'm a little bit frustrated by it from time to time, from a technical standpoint, but as far as imagination and themes and the overall like story and the atmosphere of this game, I love it. It's really unique and weird and creepy, but it all makes it all makes sense in the end. It all ties together. As I said, it's not just a random mess. It seems random at first, but when you really think about it and get later on in the game, it all started. Oh, he doesn't have. It all starts to make sense and sort of relate to one another. He doesn't have a head, so maybe I can give him a head. Which came out wrong because I'm pretty sure that's actually an idiom in English, which I didn't mean.
A stone crypt. It came up out of the ground. Cement lid. Looks heavy. I can't do that. A grim.
Oh, perhaps Grimwell can do that. He's pretty strong.
The head of the angelic statue. A bridge of thorns. Ouch. The head. An S.
Okay, Olmec doesn't care about thorns.
That didn't quite do it.
Yeah, I guess Grimwell is the one to do it.
Got it! Why are these teeth flashing colors?
I have no idea.
Giant clown head. What an eyesore. I'm not putting my hand in the fire. An S?
But Olmec probably can.
Nope.
Ah. So, what am I supposed to do with that? Play a melody
Angelic
again?
statue's left wing. How am I supposed to...
But I can't click this one. Like, I can click, I think, on some of them. Not every one of them.
Nope. Nope.
Okay, so this is the first one.
The clown's nose has popped out. Now there's a small hole. The clown nose broke to reveal a small hole.
Perhaps Sarah could fit inside. That's very creative, actually. Like, I definitely like the mechanic being used here, with all of the previous memories slash visions being combined into one strange, ridiculous world, and you have the possibility of changing your form, and you have to utilize it correctly to navigate the various challenges. It's very cool. Not to mention, I guess it makes a lot of sense thematically, because as Max is remembering more and more about what happened to him, he's starting to sort of connect the dots himself between the various quote-unquote worlds that he has visited before, and it all starts to combine into one story, and the various characters that he can transform into are in reality just like a manifestation of him, like a part of him. So that's all quite cool and fitting. Oh, and this is the asylum from the start, with the angel statue, and I'm assuming, judging from the fact I've already gathered some of the parts,
An empty
that I need
pedestal. Something's missing here.
I need
A
to
stained glass
reconstruct
window.
it. That's the bug world.
A strange hut. Looks like the structures that made up the hive. A strange hut. I have to cut that cord in order to get the piece of statue down. Ugh, big maggots. A honeycomb. Looks like something is inside. The angelic statue's left wing. An insect mandible.
Ah, okay, and I could use the mandible to cut the cord, right? Because it is sharp.
I can't use that.
But I'm not tall enough. Maybe Grimwell can do it.
That would. I can't use that. Not a good. Not a that. An insect
Maybe I'm wrong
mandible. Ugh,
about
big
that.
maggots. Sonic disruptor. I've seen that before. Strange machinery. There are 4 control levers. The disruptor is working. The grubs have moved away from the grate. A grate in the floor. There's a tunnel underneath. I can't do that.
Okay, Sarah will probably fit
I
inside.
have to cut that cord in order to get the piece of statue down.
How
Those
does
things
that...
will shred my feet if
Ah,
I try
okay.
to walk on them.
It's Aztec
A
time.
grim as I have to cut that cord in order to get the piece of statue down. An
Okay, so my initial assumption was actually correct. I just wasn't in the proper place to utilize the mandible.
Torso of the angelic statue. Energy coursing
Okay, I
through the
don't think I
floor. Looks dangerous.
I don't think I can access this location from here. So let's go back.
Sarah. This machine generates a strange noise. It seems to be some kind of disruptor.
Okay, I think I'm done at this location. At least currently.
A bridge of webs. It looks very delicate. Strong gates. And at the head of the
And
grimoire.
perhaps not strong enough for
Aztec-
Grimwell.
Strong gates.
Okay, maybe.
Those webs
are.
will never hold my weight.
How about a child's weight?
These plates on the floor look like they could move. A stone head. It seems to transmit energy to the statue.
I'm not strong enough to move this thing.
And as to the head of
Okay,
the
so
grim...
I
Grimwell?
could move this thing, but that other statue was in the way.
Impaled Aztec warriors. They're screaming.
it looks like their souls are being
I could
like
move.
devoured or something.
I can't do...
Now,
I
obviously,
can't do...
something
I
has
can't-
to be done
The
about
head of
this.
the...
Okay, so is it... So this one is first. I must admit that I brute forced it. Like, I'm not sure if there was a clue somewhere to how exactly to do it. And now I assume I need to make the Aztec warriors moan their death rattle in the correct frequency for them to shatter this crystal, right?
monolith. There's something inside.
Their wailing could shatter my eardrums.
Maybe it isn't the correct frequency, it's just the sheer magnitude. Because it doesn't seem to register
Piece of the angelic statue
the
was
order.
trapped in the crystal. Right wing of the angelic statue. Spirits hovering above the dead warriors.
I've been here.
The
Do I have
angelic,
the
head
pedestal?
of the torso of the right wing of the angelic. Torso.
I guess maybe the torso fits right in, right? Maybe the
Better,
pedestal
but
and the
it's
legs
still not complete. The
are already there. The head.
better, but it's still not complete. Right wing of the better, but it's still not complete.
The statue is reassembled, and a portal has opened. The real world must be close. I can feel it. I'd better move quickly.
Okay. But I think it's actually a decent place to end this episode, because I don't want to stop in the middle of something pretty intense,
A portal to
and I
another
have
place.
no idea of knowing.
Hope that the real world is on the other side.
I have no idea of knowing what's on the other side of the portal, but obviously it'll lead to the major development of the plot.
Save
So I think I'm going to save.
Return to
And
game.
and end it here. So that's all for this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.